Alright, so welcome back, guys, and welcome to your first time here. I'm Vision here on Born Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm giving you guys the top 10 things I want to see in Power Rangers Dino Fury. As always, if Power Rangers is something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That would miss some more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And don't forget to stick around to the end of the video because there's an important question that I'd like to ask you there. But let's begin. Now, the number 10 thing I want to see in Power Rangers Dino Fury is no more split seasons. Now, the only reason I have it at number 10 is due to the fact that I think it's been rumored that it will be split. Dino Fury will be a split season, but I just really hate it ever since it went to Nick and did the whole super season. Now, we did get away from the super season with Beast Morphers, but we still had it split into 2019 and 2020, so I really don't want to see that anymore. Now, again, it's rumored that it will be split, that's why it's at number 10, but I just would really prefer it not to be a split season, but since it's rumored that it will be, that's why it's at number 10. I would love to see it run for the entirety of 2021, but it most likely won't. Now, the number 9 thing I want to see in Power Rangers Dino Fury is no more holiday specials. I'm kind of done with these holiday specials. I think it's been a Nick staple, and I just hate it. Ever since we went to Nick, they've done these holiday specials, and honestly, they don't offer anything to the overall story. They're just mainly filler and just are annoying as hell. Honestly, I would prefer they get rid of them, and plus these are 2 episodes that they take away from story and just overall character development. I mean, if they didn't do these, we could have 2 extra episodes of actual good content instead of these stupid holiday specials. Now, I know there are probably people out there who like them, but personally I absolutely hate them and would love to see them go away. I doubt they probably will. That's kind of why they're at number 9, but I would really love to see them move away from these holiday specials. Now, moving on to number 8, my number 8 thing I'd want to see in Power Rangers Dino Fury is some kind of homage or references to Power Rangers ZO or the Mighty Morphin Alien seasons, because 2021 marks the 25th anniversary of ZO and the Alien Rangers seasons, so I would love to see some kind of reference or some kind of, Easter egg, something along those lines. Now, I know, or we know from Beast Morphers that they know how to pay homage to previous seasons as they brought back Venjix in that season, so I really do believe that they could probably do it here. Again, I don't know Sentai, so I don't know how to represent a good point there. They could do original stuff, but again, I just don't know Sentai or how they'd be able to do it with that. But I would love to see them do some kind of reference to Zeo or call back to Zeo and the Alien season. I would love to see that, but again, I highly doubt it. But I do want to see it. I would love to see it. Maybe even have like a returning ranger from Zeo or the Alien season. But again, I doubt that'll happen, especially due to COVID. Simon Bennett said that they're struggling to do that and bring back past Rangers. So I highly doubt it, but I would love to see it. Now, coming in at number 7, the number 7 thing I'd want to see in Dino Fury is another team up. Now, it was awesome that we got another team up in Beast Morphers. I feel like it was poorly done. Now, it could have definitely been 10 times better, but it was okay to decent. And Simon Bennett did say that he would love to continue on with these team ups every season, so I would really love to see that. The only reason I have it here is because of COVID. Simon Bennett has said that they're struggling to get past Rangers or past characters to come on due to whole quarantining for 2 weeks and everything. So I highly doubt they could do that. Maybe if things, let up and due to the vaccine being out now, maybe they could work on a way to somehow get some past Rangers back. Again, I highly doubt it, but I would again love to see another team up in this season with the Beast Morphers Rangers maybe, or even the Zeo Rangers. Like I said, you could bring back them or the Alien Rangers. That would be cool, but again, I highly doubt it just due to the fact that they'd have to, quarantine and everything. Maybe they could bring back 1 or 2 Rangers. That would be I think that would be okay and work, just because it'd probably be easier to work with just 1 or 2 Rangers within quarantine and COVID rules rather than work with 5 or 6 Rangers. So maybe that's how they could do it, but we'd have to just wait and see. But again, I'm kind of mixed if they will actually do it, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now, the number 6 thing I'd want to see in Power Rangers Dino Fury is a good to decent mentor. Because I feel like in the past 10 years, we've gotten pretty shitty mentors. Mentor G, I don't even know what that was. Terrible mentor. Gosei, I think we can all agree, was terrible and absolutely junk and garbage. Dino Fury, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge had Keeper, and he was basically nothing. We know next to nothing about him, so he was terrible. Ninja Steel, we had Mick. I think he was an okay to decent one, but I feel like he could definitely have been improved, and he kind of fell flat towards the second half of Ninja Steel. And then you had Commander Shaw, and pretty much, I think she was a terrible mentor. She never gave the Rangers that much advice. I felt like half the time they didn't even have a mentor that season, so I just really hate that. I'd love to see a better mentor, a really strong one this season. I would also want to see a good tech advisor. Tensu was garbage again. Kendall was okay, but I also feel like she was poorly done. Redbot was complete trash. And again, Nate was okay, but then I just feel like he kind of fell flat again once he became a Ranger, but he was still decent to good. So I'd love to see a decent to good or great tech advisor as well as mentor in Dino Fury. Going into my number 5 pick is good to decent LGBT plus representation. Now, Simon Bennett has confirmed that we will be getting LGBT plus characters in Dino Fury, so I'd love to see them be decent and well done. Now, I feel like I don't want them to shove it down your throat and be like preachy about it. One, it just is too over the top, and I feel like fans would get mad and feel like they're brainwashing their kids and stuff like that. So I don't want to see it done that way. But I would also not want to see it done where it's like a side character and barely talked about. I would love to see it at least touched upon and at least have a good amount of story connected to it. Now, I also would prefer it be one of the Rangers rather it be a side character, because if it's a side character, I feel like it'd be kind of pushed to the side and not have as much importance as it would be if it was a main Ranger. So I really want it to be a Ranger, but again, I would want it to be okay to decent. Again, I don't want it shoved down our throats, but I don't want it to be also play a small role throughout the season. I want it to be a good size role, but not like shoved down our throats or a tiny role. It should be at least have an importance to the story and have an importance to like a character's development and journey throughout the season. So I'd love to see that, or good LGBT representation in Dino Fury. Now, then we got number 4. Now, the number 4 thing I want to see in Dino Fury is either no comic relief characters, or at least decent to good comic relief characters. We've had terrible comic relief characters in the past 10 years. Absolutely garbage to trash. I mean, Victor and Monty were absolutely terrible. I don't even know what that was. Absolutely trash. Ben and Betty started out decent to good, but I feel like, again, towards the end of Beast Morphers, they've reverted back to being stupid and dumb characters. So I really want to get away from that, or have them at least be done well. Either because I feel like if they don't, it's just a waste of time and we could be getting more Ranger story. I mean, they've done good comic relief characters in the past with Boom and with a lot of these other characters throughout the years. Cassidy and Devin were a good example. Boom, again, is a good example. So give us good and decent comic relief characters and not these shitty, over-the-top and unrealistic comedy duo characters. Get rid of them, or just do it better and do it decent, because I know Power Rangers can do it. It's been done before, but just either get rid of them and trash it all together, or just put more energy into good comic relief and not just stupid fart jokes and unrealistic things. So I just really hope they can either get away from it or have no duo at all in Dino Fury. Now, going into the top 3 is good villain characters. Now, I feel like the villains in Dino Beast Morphers were very good to decent. Like I've said in my reviews, I loved Roxy for her sadistic and mind game characters. Blaze wasn't that great because I feel like he was just working off of anger and wanting to show off his strength. So I really didn't like him as a villain. Evox slash Venjix again was decent. I liked him. It was a good return to form with him. Scroza was kind of just meh, along with Vargoyle. So those two were probably just meh characters, but I do believe that they could improve on villains and just give us some more decent to good ones. We've had great villains in the past, and moving into the Hasbro era where this is going to be a fully done by Hasbro season, I'm just hoping that they can do it good and not kind of screw it up with poor to bad villains like we've had for the past 10 years. The second thing I want to see in Beast Morphers is good character development for all of our characters. Now, we did get returned to good character development in Beast Morphers with Devin and Nate and Steel, but I feel like other than those three characters, Ravi and Zoe didn't really get much characterization and character development in my opinion. They weren't pushed to the sidelines. They still had good to decent episodes, but I feel like they lacked characterization and character growth throughout the season. So I just really hope we can move into more of character arcs and just our characters growing throughout the season. Again, we did get it somewhat in Beast Morphers, but again, I feel like it could still be improved on, and maybe even give it to some of the villains. I feel like that would be a good thing, is if give character growth and change throughout the villains, show them getting more stronger, show them getting more darker, give them more of a story arc than just being bad for the sake of being bad. So I would love to see more character development for all of our characters, and just have it be decent and good, and also not forced. Have it be done organically, not have characterization forced. The number one thing I would want to see in Dino Fury is just overall good story, and that goes along with also overarching stories. Moving to that, we saw it can be done in Beast Morphers in the second half of season 2, where they had this whole build up to the team up. We saw it in the second half of season 1, but just do it more and better. Move away from just one shot character development moments, or just one shot doing nothing episodes. Have these episodes connect and have just an overarching story. It can even be just a few episodes, but just at least have an overarching story. Don't just have it be one-off episodes, and no more of this kind of fun-loving ending. You can even have it more dark. We saw it with some of the early Saban seasons where it wasn't always happy-go-lucky endings. So you can move away from that and just do some good to decent storytelling, get some good writing, again, do some more character development. This just definitely covers everything I've already talked about. Just good writing, good character development, overarching stories, and just connecting stories that just is done organically, not forced, and is realistic. And just don't do anything over the top dramatic. Have decent to good realistic story, and nothing like I said, one-off episodes or filler episodes every other week, because then it just gets boring and it's just one of those monster of the week episodes. So do overarching stories and just move away from one-shot monster of the week episodes, because I think it would just make fans more excited and more energized for an episode if you did overarching stories instead of, like I said, just one-shot filler episodes. I think that'd definitely get hype, so I just want to see that in Dino Fury. So yeah guys, those are the top 10 things I want to see in Power Rangers Dino Fury. And the one question I have for you guys is, what kind of video do you want to see from me next week? Either a video of Power Rangers in space or a video of Power Rangers ZO. Now, if you have any other suggestions, let me know that in the comment section as well. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. There to miss no more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is linked in the about section of my YouTube channel. As always, I'm Vision Hero Born Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.